Hey folks, Matt Easton here, scholagladiatoria. So, you know what, I said I'd put a video up tonight, so I'm going to, but I also want to play a little bit of my favourite game, which is Napoleonic Wars version of Mount and Blade Warband. I've done one of these videos, one or two of these videos before. Yes, I know I could be using screen capture software, I'm going to do that, okay? But what the hell, I thought I'd just stick the camera on and film and chat as we go. If you find this kind of stuff boring, then you know, feel free not to watch, but there we go. I thought it might be funny. So what do I normally play? I normally play on the mini siege server, which is up here. It's one of the biggest servers, EU based. I think it's based in like France or Belgium or something like that, given the ping on it. And it has a map rotation. Ah, look, this is brilliant. So it's Hougoumont Farm at the Battle of Waterloo battlefield. It looks like I'm going to have to go defender. Oh yeah. I like the grey uniform. Boom. There we go. It looks like us defenders are not doing very well. It looks like the British, the perfidious Albion, have managed to get into the farm. There they are. I'm just waiting to spawn at the moment. So I've actually been to Hougoumont Farm, as you'll see if you search on my channel for Waterloo. You'll find that I've actually been to this very site, and I was absolutely stunned by how similar to the real thing it is. Right, so I switched to bayonet by pressing X. If you look at this symbol down here, that's shooting, that's bayonet. Simply because I don't know who's going to be standing outside. You can block low, you can block high with bayonets in this game. You can block to the side. You only really need to do that against swords and axes. Against other bayonets, you can just, or thrusts in general, you can just block low, block high. Look, there's a guy running around there trying to get to the gatehouse, I'm guessing. Okay, he got killed before I could get there. Right, so the enemy are coming through that doorway. What I quite like about this game is it's quite realistic. Shot him. Oh no, someone else shot him. Oh no, I did shoot him. His name was Neebs. Sorry Neebs, I shot you. Yeah, there's lots of things in this game, although, you know, yes, it's only a third-person computer game and all this kind of stuff. There are lots of things, little insights you get into actually combat of this period. Shot him. That was Hodor. Oh, I like that. Hodor. Very clever. Yeah, there's lots of little insights you get into combat of this era, and one of those things is smoke. And I actually shoot black powder guns. I shoot muskets, revolvers, rifles, muzzle loaders. And indeed, when you shoot, sometimes you can no longer see what you were shooting at because there's just smoke everywhere, and you really get that with this. And sometimes you have to hold your fire because you just can't really aim because you can't see the... Okay, so there was a demonstration of something I hate in this game. So I was here and I got hit by a cannonball, and you think, okay, where did that cannonball come from? Well, unfortunately in this game, cannonballs seem to be able to traverse time and space and magically move through solid objects without damaging them. You know, I can accept that a cannonball can go through a wall, but it's kind of annoying that it doesn't damage the wall at the same time. So there we go. I got hit by a magic cannonball. I've only killed 2 people, but obviously I've only just joined this game. Who's at the top of the scoreboard? Mix Max and Dar Ninja are doing very well. Right, back into combat. Get my bayonet ready. I do like using the bayonet. The other thing you get with this game is, you know, you get a really solid sense of the fact that sometimes it's just not worth reloading. With a muzzle loading gun, and the reload rates are quicker on this game than they are in reality. You can shoot more shots per... missed. You can shoot more shots per minute in this game than you can in reality, and yet even though that's the fact, even though that's the case, you still got him. Hey, team hitter. Bo, you team hitter. Yeah, even though you've got a higher rate of fire in this game than in reality, sometimes it's just not worth Killed him. Sorry, Bok. it's not worth reloading because using your bayonet is just more effective. Ah! So I'm the team hitter now. Someone else got him. Parry. So it's relatively easy parrying when you're bayonet versus bayonet. Oh, I killed someone called Emporium, Fine Hats Emporium, by accident. That's hilarious. I wasn't even aiming at them. Yeah, you just have to parry high or... Ah, killed by Silver Lion. Well done, Silver Lion, you killed me. Yeah, parrying thrust, you just parry high or low, which is fairly straightforward. When someone comes waving an axe or a sword at you, it gets a bit more complicated because you have to parry to the sides as well. But yeah, as I was saying, you do, you know, although it's only a computer game at the end of the day, you do get some sense of some things to do with actual real combat in this period. The reload times, the smoke, the fact that sometimes it's better to use a hand weapon if you're at close range, you just don't have time to reload, all this kind of stuff. One thing that you don't get in this game at all, which you do get with real muskets, are misfires, and particularly with flintlocks. So I personally don't own a flintlock, but I shoot with a bunch of people, like real life shoot, with people who use flintlocks, and flintlocks can be really unreliable and do misfire quite a bit. Damn it. So the other thing is zigzaggy walking. So it's funny, so people do this in the game, understandably. They do zigzag walking to avoid being shot. Wow, they got in quick. And zigzag walking is actually historical. It's featured in Thibaut's treatise as a way of avoiding someone who's aiming at you with a musket. Is just run in a zigzag line and then stab them. And indeed, you know, if someone's got a relatively slow time between pulling the trigger and the shot going off, which can be the case with some early firearms, and additionally they've only got one shot and they probably don't have the chance to reload, then indeed running in a zigzag line is probably a good thing to do, and completely historical. So probably most people playing this game don't realise that, they just do it because it works in the game, but it was done in reality as well. Right, one thing I don't like about this game, another thing, is trying to line up the vision. Ah, shit. There's water underneath, fire underneath me, water, the complete opposite. Some of these walls and stuff are quite glitchy, and it's quite annoying. When you stand on them, you kind of bob up and down for no good reason. Oh, broken vodka bottle, that's essentially a Molotov cocktail. But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, one of the annoying things in this game is sometimes the firing slots, like I was trying to look through there, don't really line up with where you see in the game, which is really annoying. You can, you know, look first person, but sometimes the slots aren't really at the right height to do that. And you've only got two heights in this game. I'll show you, I've got standing up and crouching down. There's nothing in between. So if it doesn't line up with one of those, you're a bit kind of screwed, really. Right, I think there's someone... Is there someone hiding around there? No, I can't see them. There's more Molotovs in there. They look like broken bottles, but they explode in fire when you throw them at people. I'm not the biggest fan of Molotovs in this game. They are mostly used by people who are not very good at aiming and kill their teammates and just waste them, and it's a bit annoying, to be honest. That's one of ours. Won't shoot him. Yeah, obviously, like most computer games, jumping off a great height doesn't hurt you as much as it would in real life. If I fall off here, I'll probably lose a tiny bit of my health, but obviously in real life I'll probably break both my legs. Shot him. That was Zef. I can't even read that. Someone in the Czech Republic, because it's got CZ. So this is a question I've got for you. Feel free to comment underneath. Why do Czech and Polish players always write their country of origin after their name? It's like it's particularly a Polish thing to do. So many people write PL for Poland. Is it extreme patriotism? I don't know. Maybe it's so they can identify each other and all go on the same side. I have no idea. Anyway, it's kind of sweet, but also kind of a bit strange. So like all the British players don't write GB or UK after our names. Oh, there's someone playing as young Winston. Very nice. That's a good game, young Winston. Good game. Good film, rather. Although I'm not the biggest fan of Winston Churchill, but that's something for a separate video, I think. Shot him. Leon G17. Sorry, I shot you. As you can see, I'm not doing very well, but I actually haven't been in this game for very long. I wasn't in at the beginning of when this map started, so I've only shot 6 people, or killed 6 people. Missed. Who's shooting at us? Whoa! Someone's shooting over there. Stab. That was Big Moist. Sorry, Big Moist. Ah! Right, jump off there. You see, I jumped off that building and I took no damage whatsoever, which is clearly not very realistic. Shit. So, yeah. I have to say, this game's pretty old now, but sometimes it looks on the screen like you've just stuck your bayonet right through someone's body and it just does nothing, and then they just stab you. I don't know why that is. I don't know if it's because if they extend their thrust first, then it kind of negates your thrust or something weird like that, if it's some weird game mechanic. But it's quite frustrating when sometimes you die, but you can see that your weapon is stuck through the opponent's body and they're absolutely fine. Some people would deny that there's any hacks for this game, but there are, I believe, at least 2 or 3 hacks. Sometimes you see people taking a lot of... Someone shot me. Who was that? Oh, that was Dar Ninja. Well done, Dar Ninja, you shot me. Yeah, sometimes you see people who are probably using something a bit dodgy. Someone says, Phil's D says, I'm drinking tea while playing UK. Okay, you absolute British, maverick. That is... at this time of the evening, so it's 9:20 in the UK at the moment. It's a strange time of day to be drinking tea, that's all I'll say. Right, I think I'm going to do one more life and then I'll leave you guys. I killed Novak there in that kind of mess of a melee. And I was shot by Dar Ninja again! Dar Ninja is clearly camping somewhere and shooting. I bet they're up on this roof. Let's see if we can find Dar Ninja. Are you Dar Ninja? No. Cynics. I'm going to do one more life before I leave you, because I like playing this game. Oh, Jam Rock. Right, here we go. Death or glory? Probably death. Whoa, there's a lot of... Oh no! So that was a rookie mistake. Ducking out of... Right, I'm going to get around here, because they're... Missed. They captured the flag. I only killed 8 people for 5 deaths, so that was fairly disappointing, I'm afraid. Right, there we go. I'm going to say... there's my face very close to the camera. I'm going to say goodnight to you guys, but thanks for watching. I'm going to download some screen cap software and do this properly with a bit more narrative. But come and find me on the Mini Siege server, and cheers for watching. Bye, folks. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. We have extra videos on Patreon, and you can follow us on Facebook.